Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here at our campsite at the Redwood Red Wolf National Forest, which is one of my absolute favorite areas of our world, a beautiful national park that we have been working on for a couple years now. Not that there's much to show for it other than the fact that we have our beautiful redwoods that were planted by our patrons a while ago. It might be time to see if we go ahead and expand that redwood forest even further thanks to even more help from our fantastic patrons. Ahem. Also, very glad to know that the very noisy bluebird is still there. But we're here! We're back! And I am so excited that we have this place added back to our map. Since, once again, it vanished from the map, since I keep losing my map and having to recreate it. But on our search for the elephants that we are trying to find and return to our safari zone, we actually ended up all the way over here because I thought we were going north, and apparently I think that going to the east is north. That's fine. We found a whole bunch of beautiful sacred wood trees. We found Tata's temple again. That's right over here. And we also found a really pretty dense forest that I think I heard some elephants in. So yes, and you too, Sunflower. So we might be flying over there with Sunflower in a little bit to search for Ellies. But you guys, I'm so happy to be back at the campsite! I think at least just for today, I want to go ahead and tour the campsite, see what we've been doing, all of the projects that we had lying around. I'm pretty sure I actually left some notes over here about things that I wanted to do. We sure did. The Red Wolf National Forest plans and dreams. Trade the cows for deer to farmers who are having deer problems. Haha, I love the puns there. Have a butterfly catching guide. The wild rice turn into a little natural meal location. That would be so cool. There is a wild rice plot around here that we should probably expand, and it has a duck family that live there, so I would love to see more ducks down there too. Also, do some bird ID tours. Maybe that's something we should do with our patrons and maybe on stream sometime soon. And then, of course, we have the endangered red wolves over at our Zoodesia Zoo that we do need to release here with some GPS trackers, which should be a lot of fun. The red wolf mama, Meadow, has been pregnant for quite some time, so I'm pretty sure she's going to have her pups any day now. And that means we will have to release those pups to here, the beautiful Redwood Red Wolf National Forest. Oh gosh, what else did I leave around here? Nothing on the cutting board. I have so many yummy noms! Look at all of these noms. I've got sugar bags and pumpkins. It looks like I was ready just to make like a wild stew. This is so cool. And speaking of wild stew, over here I actually have a little recipe book of wild recipes we can make. Like grabbing ferns to make sauteed fiddleheads, or a bunch of mushrooms to make mushroom skewers, or combining pine cones and maple syrup to make field snacks. Oh man, is that ever a Stardew Valley throwback? I miss our Stardew Valley adventures so much right now. And also, if you take this wild rice in a bowl, you can have a delicious bowl of wild rice. And if you grab the onions, you can have the spring onion of friendship soup. Oh, that brings back so many memories. Oh my goodness. I kind of feel like having some sauteed fiddleheads, to be honest. Lily, Tate, let's go looking for some food for breakfast and do a little bit of exploring. And Sunflower, good girl. What do you have in your bag? I'll see if I can bring back anything to put into your bag in a little bit, Sunflower. And meanwhile, I can grab these blueberries as like a quick little snack before we start touring the area and seeing what we've got to bring back. All right, so let's see. Yes, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, look at the little bird. There's some eggs in there with that little bird. Oh, it's like a cardinal. That's so lovely. I knew I heard something. All right, what else do we have over here? Oh yeah, the really cool benches that I actually can make over here at the carpentry zone. So we can make some glowing tree trunks with some raw rubber and oak wood so that we can have places that are lit up. We can also make really nice, very nice actually, bridges that I completely forgot about if we just had a little bit of oak wood post. We can also get some glowing mushrooms if we have torches and mushrooms. So really, I need to figure out a way to start farming those mushrooms. Maybe I should look for a wild mushroom plot that we could propagate soon. And then we can also take some oak wood and carve it into pieces to make this awesome bench, which is very cool. Oh, Tate, do be careful. Don't step on the cardinal nest. All right, but this is the top of our campsite area. It's got such a great view, as you can see on the cliffside. And then down here, past the little bench, is there any fiddleheads up there? No, no fiddleheads up there. But past the little bench, you can wiggle your way down. And you can find yourself on a tiny little path. There's some ferns here, but they're not the ferns we're looking for. Ooh, and there's a butterfly! Ooh, and there's the wild pumpkins! Oh, how exciting. But you can find yourself on a tiny little path with some onions! I totally forgot we planted some wild onions around here to harvest up. Heck! That's so exciting! Let's actually go ahead and harvest some of those. Oh, puppies! You aren't supposed to collect the onion seeds. This is a very rare species of onion, little ones. I need to be cautious with it. Alright, there we go. And we can plant those. So we have the onion seeds and the wild onions that we can turn into the spring onion of friendship soup, which is another Stardew Valley reference for any of you who have seen our amazing adventures there. And then continue following the little path. This is quite the tight little path. I don't remember making it so small. And you pop out over here! The wild rice paddy. Which really we need to come in and we need to do a little bit of work. Maybe put some mud properly on the bottom, remove all that clay. Oh, we have a whole bunch of those like water plants. You know what? I normally would really want to bring these back home, but I think that this little duck family who lives here deserves to have some nice reeds and some nice cattails that, let's see, can I put the cattails down here? Maybe along the edges there. Some nice reeds and cattails that they can hopefully make into a really nice little nest for their babies. So we're going to leave the common reeds here. And then I'll even put some cattails down over on this side. Alright, let's gather up some of this grass. There we go. And maybe that'll allow... Yeah, you know what? Let's expand their little lake a little bit. It's been a long time since we've seen this little duck family. And maybe if we make their lake kind of irregular, there'll be more places for the wild rice to grow. Because the wild rice has to grow up against, I think, wild rice provides habitats for huge numbers of wild birds. Dozens of species feast on the rice. And that is true, including that sheep, which shouldn't be here. But eventually we will actually clear out the sheep as well. And we will have the sheep go to like a little farm adoption area. Ooh, there's even some like walnuts here. It might be nice to clear out the area enough that the little ducks can come over to the walnuts if they want and eat some fallen walnuts. Alright. Heck! It's been so long since we've been over here. I am very excited. Alright, where is my... There's my glorious grafter, our good axe. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove a couple of these trees real quick. This one. And this one. Because it's been a long time since we've been down here. Hello, Pigu. And I think it'd be a nice thing to be able to expand the ducks area just a teensy bit. Also, there's a squirrel. I'm sorry, squirrel! Look, there's other places you can go. We do need a spot to be able to celebrate this harvest of wild rice, though. Okay, now I feel bad. But you know what? Wild forest management sometimes requires sacrifices, squirrel. I apologize, but that's just the way it is. Alright, let's grab mole fingers. And actually, I'm gonna need a water source if I'm going to expand that, aren't I? Otherwise, everything will drown. Good thinking. Glad I thought about that before we actually started this little project. Oh, what's that? Coriander seeds! Let's go ahead and plant those around here and we can have some wild coriander that just happens to be in the area. That would be delightful. Also, I didn't expect to spend my day preparing a new territory for some ducks, but that is apparently what we're doing, and I have no problem with that. Why not? Alright. And Lily, thank you very much for testing out the spots that we need to add more water to, my dear. Alright, what do you think about that? Doing a little better, Lily? Oh my gosh. Alright, whoops. Okay, so I want to put water there. And then right over there, and voila. All right. And then watch out, Tate. Ah! That boar attacked me! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, wild boars. And then Tate attacked back to defend me. I'm sorry, boar. Maybe the boar, it feels that I'm moving in on his territory, which I totally am. Lily, meanwhile, is completely helping me figure out how to put the water down just right. But I think expanding this lake, it just needs to happen. There we go. And I'll punch down a couple more spots so the lake is a little more irregular. Hey, Tate. And you can do some fishing here, Tate. Tate is our fisher boy after all. Alright, and we'll grab our water bucket again. There we go. And then this corner. And this corner. There we go. Nice! Not bad, not bad. Ah! Why do they keep attacking me? Maybe I'm like muscling in on their territory. Alright, wild rice grows in shallow water with stable water levels. Wild rice beds grow abundant in Minnesota. That's a really specific fact past me. Alright, let's clear out some of the things that might be getting in the way of the wild rice population that we want to add in here. I might need to like add some glowing things in here. I meant to tour like the whole campground, but somehow I just got distracted in preparing like a new expansion for the rice for the ducks. I guess I'm thinking about ducks. In fact, I think it'd be kind of fun to turn kind of this whole little basin into a nice lake with little paths around it and little bridges, of course. That would be really cool. Maybe this used to be a lake and it just ended up getting plugged up somehow and we could actually come in and restore it. And I'll plant the coriander in just a second here. But we could come in and we could try restoring it so that way the little ducks would have a huge population. And then we could name some of the little ducks after the patrons for this month's Patreon little perk. I like that idea. All right, let me see. Also, I can get night vision if I have this frozen P-Val espresso. That might be useful right now. Lily Tate, I think we need to go back up. And let's actually go jump on Sunflower and see what this place looks like from the air. Because suddenly I want, like, I know we're looking for elephants, so that was just supposed to be the work of a few moments. Oh, careful there, Lily. But I actually really like that idea. Coming in here and then having the area surrounded by this canyon turn into a wild, like, waterfowl reserve where we can turn this into a lake. I want to put bridges. I want to put little archways. That would be so nice. And then we could just put a whole bunch of the water birds, like the crow, or not the, sorry, the crow was cawing. Like the swans. What about a heron? I don't have any blue herons yet. We could have the blue herons move in here. And we could name this lake. This is a good idea. I'm excited about this. Sunflower, I have a few more plants to sneak into your pockets when we have a moment. But for now, let's go ahead and snooze. I'm glad that the campsite seems relatively safe. And unfortunately, we didn't get anything. Good boy, Tate. Snuggling with me in bed, huh? Unfortunately, we didn't manage to catch anything fern-wise for breakfast. But puppers, here's a little bit of zombie jerky for your breakfast, my dear. Lily girl! Oh, you're hiding behind the little campsite. Lily, good girl, keeping me safe. Ooh, and you found some fresh plums. I love being able to do a little bit of wild foraging for food. Oh, look at this view. Oh, we need to have like some sort of nice, oh, we definitely need a really nice balcony that can like look over this whole view because this is very pretty. This is a stunning view. I love it. And I love that there's some wild horses down there too. All right, Lily Tate, you two enjoy the view for just a second. I'm gonna have some more plums for breakfast because why not? Maybe I can turn these into something yummy real fast. Let's see. Mince pie, fruit crumble, fruit salad. You know what? That sounds really yummy. Plum salad for breakfast. All right, let's come over to the cutting board. And we'll have a couple fruit salads for breakfast. That's awesome. Nom nom. Freshly harvested from the wilds. And Sunflower, could you give us a little glimpse of what it looks like up above here? All right. Maybe I need to be, let's go a little higher up, my dear. Yeah, to the side of this mountain. And yeah, that would work perfectly. Turning this area into a wetlands. Here, Sunflower, can you face, oh, okay, sorry about that. Here, Sunflower, how about this? There we go. Just, oh dear. Be very careful, my dear. All right, and now I need to be very careful not to plummet to my doom. But this would work really well to turn this into a wetlands. We can just expand the pond. We could have a beautiful waterfall that we could give a new name. Like down from Tata Falls. Oh, that'd be so cool. A waterfall coming down here, and then we could transform all of the low-lying areas into a wetlands. That would be really perfect. Oh, and there's a cave down there too. I wonder if we can actually search that cave and see if it goes through the other side to the dense forest, because that would be amazing. Oh, and we could definitely take care of that lava and turn that into obsidian and maybe turn that into a waterfall that could cascade down into here and make a lovely wetlands. I love that project, Sunflower. Completely not related to elephants, so I need to like pivot and remind myself. Oh, there's an interesting bird up there. I need to pivot and remind myself we're searching for elephants right now, Sunflower. But this would make a lovely, yeah, a lovely wetland. What's down here? Do we have a big opening? We might have to do a little bit of work to make it happen. Oh dear. A bone, huh? Interesting. There's a ton of lyrebirds down here too. Oh my gosh. What a cool little cave. Huh. Hello, little squirrel. Look, there's already a bunch of chickens who think they're ducks, and there's a ton of squirrels down here too. Yeah, I think this will make a good wetlands. And then it does lead to this little cave. We could actually put like a special cover over here and turn this into a proper cave. Heck, there's just so much to do. And look at all the lyrebirds. They are very populous around Tata's cave. Ooh, and some mushrooms. Ooh, and maybe we'll call that an ocelot. Or maybe not an ocelot. How about a bobcat? Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and say that that is a bobcat. And we could have a wild bobcat hunting in the area. Yes! Okay, that's gonna be a bobcat because that is most likely the species of cat that we would find wandering around this forest. Ooh, and this cave actually goes further than I thought. Definitely had some skellies here. All right, let's put on our armor real quick. And we also have the Archaeology Sniping Gold Wand of Mining that shoots exploding arrows when used. It's an effective pickaxe, and it does archaeology, efficiency, and unbreaking. So, push come to shove, I have tools to defend myself. Remember when I said push come to shove, I have tools to defend myself? I wasn't expecting to actually need to. Oh, it's a werewolf! Alright, hello, sir. Do you live here? There's 2 werewolves! These poor folks have quite the affliction. Oh my gosh. Just how far does this one go on? So we actually found some the werewolves of our Red Wolf Forest. Oh my gosh. Hopefully, like, maybe I can work with them and we can take them to our clinic in the future and make it so they can be cured, and then they could come back as educators for the wolves. That would be really fun too. All right, so note to self, don't flood their area when we are expanding our wetlands. And the wetlands will have to wait, Sunflower. Unexpectedly found a werewolf entrance while we were roaming around. But yeah, we'll make a lake. Maybe we'll make a few series of lakes. Uh-oh, that's on fire. And while we're at it, maybe I'll go ahead and take care of this lava. There appear to be a few things that we definitely want to tend to. There we go. Because we don't need lava causing problems here. Alright. Careful. If I fall into that lava, it's very bad news all around. But this is going to be like a perfect little lake that we could just have water flow down from. And mushrooms! The mushroom gardens I was hoping for. Yes. Oh, I can go ahead and put these over by, and we'll leave the other wild one for now, but I can put those over by, hello dear, our little campsite. Okay, so I got completely distracted this time around. It does happen. Sorry. Except not sorry, because we found a werewolf group in our own campsite backyard. Good to know they're there. They're perfect for being able to be future educators for the wolves. Don't mind that. That's just the really weird mountain that grows in the distance. It is the result of a very odd happenstance in history and time. We'll explore it and poke it and take samples from it later. But the Red Wolf National Forest, oh, it expands down here. I think the redwoods are definitely going to be expanding soon. Hopefully we'll have the wolf dens added in. But I need to go ahead and we'll write down in the little campsite journal to expand the wetlands and to work with the werewolf family and see if we can help them transform back into humans, so, or at least, you know, not totally aggressive werewolves, so that they can become educators here at the facilities. But otherwise, even though I want to stay and play and build so many things, we need to carry on. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to resume our search for our Ellies next time. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I definitely came up with a huge list of things to do. I'm hoping that we can start doing some zoo crafting streaming over on our Twitch soon, because there is just so much to do in the zoo. So definitely give us a follow over there if you already haven't, because, you know, I have a feeling that there's a lot of adventures of all sorts of types that are going to be coming up. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!